y'all see what's gonna fucking Billy. Look at me and look at him. Matter of fact, I'm gonna come there with y'all. Look at me and look at him. Hey, see what he doing to Billy.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back.
Get your ass. Sure. Chill. Woo. Sorry, y'all. Alright, Joe. It's hard work, man. I'm taking that thing, man. Damn.
Over back to me.
Place to the
Everyone deserves access to healthy food. So, we partnered with Amazon to run a home delivery program in West Seattle, U District, Auburn, and Kent. The need is there, so we'll keep...
La Rinconada, the closest inhabited place to the sky on Earth, where people are living above the clouds. At this extreme altitude of 5,100 meters, or 16,700 feet, the atmosphere significantly thins, and the locals are living with only 50% of the usual oxygen levels. Their bodies have evolved to produce 2 times more blood cells than ours. On this barren land, not even a single tree can survive because of the low air pressure. This town in the Peruvian Andes is even 300 meters higher than Mont Blanc, the highest peak in the Alps of Europe. Far from the modern world, it is a place where crime and danger are always nearby. People come to these harsh lands for only one reason: gold. About 50,000 people settled here among piles of trash, all dreaming of wealth. We are on the road to explore life in the world's highest settlement.
Slower. Yeah,
Careful. Give me 2, please. 2 oxygens.
yeah.
Climbing above 2,000 meters in a day can trigger altitude sickness for someone used to sea level, but as of now we have already doubled that elevation level.
Very deep.
Headache, dizziness, and nausea are the first symptoms, followed by coughing. It may cause shortness of breath. Immediate help is crucial when rapidly progressing altitude sickness leads to fluid accumulation in the lungs. At high altitudes, the body loses about twice as much water through breathing, so it's important to keep hydrated.
Look at the elevation here, friends.
So that don't
The processing have contaminated food. Oxygen levels become negatively affected. I'm trying to normalize my current 72% level with oxygen, but it's a temporary solution as we're going up higher every minute. The town is literally surrounded by tons of waste stretching for miles. Nature has given place to piles of garbage. The moment we arrived, a sickening odor hit me suddenly. We are at our hotel in La Rinconada. Our guide is setting up the oxygen tank for us.
What is the name of this hotel?
Cielo means sky. You use the oxygen tank for 5 minutes first, and after a little break, and another 5 minutes. You need time. Rest a little bit to adapt your body to this level.
Because locals typically keep their cash and gold with them as there are no banks available. We're teaming up with 2 police officers to keep us safe while we're filming. They are undercover police and they will follow us everywhere we go. Marco directs us to coca leaves as he thinks it's a remedy to avoid getting altitude sickness, a traditional habit
And
here.
also coca leaves. Coca leaves.
I think they're consuming this for altitude sickness.
They chew 3 or 4 leaves on one side of their mouth. These leaves, which are illegal in most countries, produce a kind of numbing effect that helps users relax.
It's good for almost everything.
Maybe one of the police officers can carry this.
We leave a busy and tiring day behind, and we will explore the town the next day. We are in the center of La Rinconada at sunrise. The police officers are by our side. The surroundings are full of local cafes, markets, and people. Even though I just woke up, my body feels dead tired, like it hasn't rested in days. Walking is hard with the dizziness and nausea. The dry air gives me a sore throat and chapped lips. As the night gave way to daylight, piles of garbage in the side streets became more visible. Even though it's summer and we are close to the tropics, the ground is frozen. In this place where the nighttime temperatures drop to minus 10 degrees Celsius, people are living in metal shacks without electricity or heating. No kitchens or bathrooms in these houses, and thousands of people have to use the same public toilets and baths for their personal needs. Like a web over the town, these hoses carry water from the glaciers above to the center. Almost nobody we meet here is originally from this place. Most have come from other regions of Peru with the dream of finding wealth through mining. The gold prices multiplied 6-fold between 2001 and 2012 and led to a population boom in the area. However, the conditions are extremely harsh for the 50,000 people living here. There's been no effort to develop infrastructure suitable for the growing population. Every day, thousands of people throw their garbage on streets indistinguishable from dumping sites.
There are no services from the government to pick up this trash. People are on their own.
The most terrifying problem is the lack of a sewage system. Wastewater flows openly through the streets as it is.
This soccer field does not consist of real grass. It's all artificial because trees and other plants cannot survive at this altitude.
The town is located around the mountain called La Bella Durmiente, meaning sleeping beauty.
Can you see here the face and the body? It's a lady. She's sleeping here. The shape of the mountain.
The town blends into the sky with its chaotic gray structures. Every morning, workers walk for kilometers uphill to
Don't mix pink salt and ice with these 3 ingredients unless you're ready to watch your pants start falling off in just.
Actually, your pants fall off.
Is that Chris?
Now, before we get into this crazy video, y'all know I gotta shout out my people. Now, a lot of y'all may be wondering, why is it so like nerd? Why is it like making people scratch their head? What's the big deal about it? Now, if y'all don't know, I'm not school, so you know they locked in. Now, if y'all don't know, you know YFN Lucci and Thug don't got a lot of good history. You know, they were cool at one point in time, but things got ugly to the point to where YFN Lucci lost his man nut. You know what I'm saying? And that was the whole reason for Thug getting RICO'd, and you know, it just bad. But also, you know, if you don't know, YFN Lucci went to jail. If y'all don't know why he went to jail, it was a video assertion. Pretty much that they did a drive-by in Atlanta in a neighborhood called Oakland City. I'm pretty sure y'all heard Lil Baby say, shout out my whole city, shout out the whole Oakland City, 4PL. That was Lil Baby hood. So if y'all kind of see where I'm going at, like, he went to jail because his partner tried to do a drill in Lil Baby neighborhood, and his partner ended up losing his life, so people was kind of confused. So he ended up bringing him out on tour, so people was like kind of lost on what's going on. Now Thug responded, and he put up this post on his story. Now as y'all see, It's literally just a story of Lil Baby, and he's literally just laid down with a whole bunch of money, and people instantly just start quoting what Thug said, whatever Wham say goes. Now, people was kind of like, huh, that's weird, that's weird, that's weird. And people was kind of calling Lil Baby out, because y'all know the internet swear they know everything. They got to be in everybody's business. But Lil Baby even went on to his Twitter and responded. And he put up a post that said, I never go against what made me. It said, we moving as one as everything, or something like that. Y'all know I can't directly read it because I'm on my phone right now, as y'all see. But you see what I'm saying? Like, he went on to say, like, you know, like, he'll never go against Wham, but he said they moving as one as everything. And it seems like he's trying to bring a little piece to the situation. Now, to be honest with you, you know, one thing about Atlanta, bro, I'm even surprised that Lucci was even able to make it out of that case. You know, money does talk, but
Today, we are at the beginning of a historic discovery here.
We're gonna eat some snacks. It's really cold, especially when we sit.
We hope you haven't lost. Look how we
Focus and
Night marks the fourth.
The character. Should I try a bite next? Let's do a.
On April 28, 2024, exclusive body.
Just one shooter, right?
Almost like that.
Isn't the only person to fire their gun. Muzzle flashes can also be seen coming from this area in response to the other male firing his gun. More body cam footage shows officers reacting to this exact surveillance footage.
Something happens here, this fight. And then you see
your fingers in the way.
So right here. You see that guy?
Yep.
That's him.
He's right on top.
And that was the kid.
Let's go!
Hey, you got more guys?
Yeah, do you have gloves? I gotta get my key.
Here, rapper. Hey, sit down too. Take your pressure off that leg. Sit down. Just sit down.
Yes, I'm good. I'm just bleeding.
The shooter who fired first was identified as Christopher Bowie, who was only 16 years old at the time of the incident. The second shooter was identified as a 20-year-old from Tallahassee, but he was not named a suspect, arrested, or charged with a crime in the shooting. 10 people, including star wide receiver Tank Dell for the Houston Texans, were taken to the hospital with gunshot wounds, mostly to their legs. All victims recovered from their injuries. Christopher Bowie was charged with 3 counts of attempted second-degree murder while discharging a firearm, 3 counts of criminal attempt to solicit or conspire to commit a capital felony, 3 counts of committing a first-degree felony with a weapon, and 1 count of possession of a firearm by a minor under the age of 18. He pleaded no contest and was found guilty on all charges. On April 28, 2025, exactly 1 year after the shooting, Bowie, who is now 17 years old, was sentenced to 10 years in prison, as well as 5 years of probation and a requirement to undergo mental health treatment. After his sentencing, Bowie filed a notice of appeal. He has since been assigned a public defender, and the state has filed an acknowledgement of the notice. Bowie was not involved in the initial fight that broke out, yet he still opened fire into the crowd. Authorities have not established a direct connection.
This might be the most.
All right, man. So
this